Hey dumplings, this is Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today we actually have a lot to talk about, and there are talks about Jungkook actually dating Lisa from Blackpink and why people thought this. There have been signs of Jungkook also addressing the Lalisa music video, and I want to get into what happened with that. I also want to get into BTS and why armies are pushing for BTS to denounce their Korean citizenship and become American or whatever. I have a lot of thoughts on today's video. Let's talk about it. So grab your dumpling, tea spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first, leave your hate comment. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is what happened with Jungkook and Lisa. First off, this ship between Lisa and Jungkook has been going on for the longest time, and so many people believe that the two are actually dating, and there's little hints and signs allegedly everywhere. This is by far the most popular ship that exists between Jungkook, maybe alongside Taeyang and Jungkook. But the thing is, a lot of interactions between Jungkook and Lisa are hard to see because they don't talk much publicly. I say publicly because I am almost maybe 90% sure they might talk behind the scenes. BTS owns a big part of Hybe or Big Hit, and they are also in collaboration with YG. This probably means if there's big decisions within the company or specific things like that, BTS needs to attend those meetings. I think we forget that BTS is no longer just some boy band artist group. They are CEOs and entrepreneurs now. And so when YG and Big Hit have to make a collective decision, BTS is probably there and probably allegedly would speak to the Blackpink girls. So I do believe interactions happen privately between BTS and Blackpink, but are they all dating each other? Probably not. But there's a lot of quote-unquote evidence that people used to say that the two are together. One of the most common ones is during a live stream. Armies and Blinks know that during a live stream they can't publicly address anything like dating or anything that could cause a scandal. So people think that they would be okay addressing things extremely privately or hint at it. People believe idols want to publicly say it, but the company usually prevents them from saying it. So they'll say things like, touch your hair if you're dating Lisa, which is what they did here, and Jungkook touched his hair. First off, BTS owns a big part of Big Hit, so yes, it would be their own decision as to whether or not they should announce their dating, not the company. Second of all, these comments roll by so fast. Jungkook's live stream sometimes gets things like 14 million views, which I would guess at least hundreds of comments come in every second. Even when there's 10 comments coming in every second, it becomes hard to read. Also, Jungkook's English is not amazing, and it does take him a second or two to read English and process what is said. So I don't think he even saw that comment, let alone saw it, read it, and then reacted by touching his hair. One of the other crazy theories I have seen online, and one even some news sites have spoken about, Lisa recently reviewed her music video. This is relevant, let me give context. Lalisa, if you have not seen it, you must go and stream. Please watch this video too. But in the music video, part of the dance challenge that Lisa had us peasants all do for her music video was that you needed to flash LA, as in Lalisa, and that makes sense why she would do that dance. But there's live streams in the past where Jungkook has done that. But likely Jungkook was doing LA as in Los Angeles or something like that. People did think, since the two were under the same possible management or whatever, that maybe Jungkook heard the song already before release, since they are quote-unquote dating. I believe that Lisa's album or mixtape was only made or even began to be worked on after Rose. I'd have to check, but I didn't know how much involvement Lisa had in the choreography. I imagine some, but the LA bit feels more like something outside of her style. I don't know, just a feeling. I literally do not know for sure. But the live stream with Jungkook seemed to have happened a little while ago. I literally do not know if this would possibly be a reference to Lisa or if Jungkook did it because he saw other celebrities in Hollywood do it. The LA hand thing is done by a lot of people in Hollywood, and the artist Fergie also did the LA thing for her single of her song LA Love. Lisa also dating Fergie. I mean, cute couple though, I love Fergie. People thought that in that live stream Jungkook was addressing Lisa or Lalisa music video. I think we can see that that simply was not the case. I think Jungkook had no idea what Lisa was going to do, and I don't believe it was even 100% confirmed that Lisa will have a thing. Like, they had promised Blackpink would each have a solo moment a little while ago, but after Jennie, it was just silence. The CEO at the time didn't do anything, and Blackpink themselves were barely doing anything, let alone each of them getting a solo moment to shine. I would love to see if Jungkook could come out one day and address these rumors. If he simply said Liskook is not dating, I think that would solve a lot of the problems. But the reason why a lot of celebrities, I'm speaking more generally, the reason a lot of celebrities choose not to address these smaller things is because it keeps the celebrity names alive. When a celebrity decides to take a break or not do anything for a while, one of the things that keeps them relevant, so when they come back they have an audience to come back to, is the fandom. It's the fandom that would write about them or talk about them. So dating and ship culture and even writing fanfic is stuff that keeps a celebrity's name alive. Also, things like this don't affect celebrity sales or anything like that. So usually Usually the celebrity doesn't care. Although it could make it weird between the celebrity, for example, Lisa and Jungkook. Like if they were ever to hang out, it would be them being like, you know, the internet wants us to date, right? Oh god. Now there is probably nothing going on between them. I'm very excited to see what could happen in terms of new content we get, but I'm thinking maybe we might have to wait a little bit longer before anything comes out or anything like that. Reason being, there is the BTS military enlistment. Jin must enlist by 2022, and the year is coming to an end. I'm very excited to see what will happen. I'm very excited to figure out if there's any exemption or what. I really do hope they get to do whatever they want. BTS has expressed wanting to enlist and serve. They have said that they think it's an honor, but I do wonder what their real emotions are about this. Judging by the last 8 years, they have been very happy making music and creating art, and seems to be what has motivated them to continue. Of course, interests change, but I don't think they don't want to create music anymore. And the turnover rate in K-pop is so much. Like there's just hundreds of new artists debuted every year, and so oftentimes when an artist goes to the military, it's kind of a turning point for their career, and they get ready to take more quote-unquote stable positions like an MC or acting, where it doesn't require them to aggressively travel the world or tour. Recently, a documentary or film came out that had people very concerned. Other channels have covered this as well. The documentary, or I think it was a film with actors, it was supposed to show the life and journey the military men face in Korea. It's supposedly very disappointing to watch. I have not seen it, but judging by what was described and the clips I have seen, it looks very triggering, so keep that in mind before watching. It's on Netflix and called DP. After people have seen this and seen the treatment that the citizens and people get treated in the Korean military, it was very hard to imagine if this was going to be the treatment of BTS in the military. Things like verbal, physical abuse, and what appears to be, let's say, non-consensual touching. Of course, among the people who watched it, I would imagine a lot of them are armies, and it became very upsetting to not only think that people who have once served have gotten treated like this, but that the previous idols that have enlisted might have been treated like this too, and of course, thinking this might be what BTS will be treated like. Now, keep in mind, it's Netflix and it's a film. Things are exaggerated and put together in a way that makes it interesting, and it's often the most dramatic parts put together from several different people's experiences to make a good movie. This is not to pacify or say that these experiences are not real or not traumatizing. They are, but I do think it's less people that get treated like this. It's not right, and something needs to be done. But if you're solely worried about idols, then you'd be okay. For sure, if this was the case, idols would be coming out left and right talking about it. Idols do receive special treatment in the military, and I think we forget that. Idols receive much less harsher training, and even if they slack off, they're not being as heavily pushed. A lot of idols that train in the military train away from the other military men. It's off on another campsite, and it's away from the normal men like us that are enlisted. Also, because it can't be public which camp the idol is in and where they're training, so they can't train with everyone else. They will get stalked, they will get harassed during their training. The military is also aware when idols come to serve. The idol is not a fresh body. The body has probably already endured a lot of injuries and such, and again, they don't push the idol too much. I'm saying this in hopes that people don't get scared and freaked out. It's not supposed to be a bad thing, and a lot of idols will be protected. Now, as for the people who have had horrible experiences, that needs to be fixed and addressed. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. And we do have a great time interacting with each other over there, as well as we do have over 400 videos that are already up on there. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. There is a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. And there's also 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.